So I thought I'd update how my character's going and yeah, where I got to. So I'm playing the self-ignite chieftain still, level 99, halfway to 100, just chilling, mapping, MFing, doing things. I'll go over quickly how the build works in case you haven't seen. We're a chieftain, we get this node which has 5% chance to explode, dealing 500% of their max life as fire damage. The idea is you get things to explode. You trigger an ignite with those that explode, so you get ignite chance on the tree and wherever you can, and then that ignite gets reflected back onto your character with the fulcrum, and then you can use fan the flames to turn that into an RF around you, and that ignite just deals its dot damage in an area around you. Rinse and repeat. So we've got the explode here, and you can get the explode on the charms this league as well, so you can get 8%, giving you about 1 in 13 monsters you kill will explode and give you ignite, and then you can just run around and kill things, and there's chains on itself and scales with content. It's great. It means you don't need to deal with any damage scaling for the most part, and it's super chill. Sadly, the fulcrum is mega expensive, so you need to save up if you want to play this build, but that is all you need to get going. It's 22 div or so, and then you can probably just start playing the build. So my character's changed a lot since last time. I was just using like biscos, I was using like normal flasks, just a regular cloak. I was using immutable and blood notch for a bit as well. But yeah, I've upgraded to a mage pod, which is just kind of quality of life really at this point. It's just nice. I can see I'm still using like an amethyst ring here and this and that, but really you don't need too much. Character feels good enough to just run around. But yeah, I think there's like 3 main things you need to be worried about if you're gonna roll a build like this. Is 1, you don't want to get one shot, because we have so much sustain that as long as you don't get one shot, you'll probably be okay. Like between Defiance and if you use Blood Notch, you're gonna get super healed. So Blood Notch is you just recover whenever you get stunned, which you can force by using masteries, like the mastery up here. Stun based on ES. When you have no ES, you get stunned every hit. Blood Notch is missing unreserved life, and when you use this in combination with Petrified Blood and you don't reserve much life, 42% of missing unreserved is a lot always. So basically whenever I get hit, I'm going to heal back to my Petrified limit, which is insane. So as long as I don't get one shot, I'm basically going to keep healing. Another important defense is like Chaos Res. I can see I'm not running Aventors because of Chaos Res, and I've got this small node, just so I can cap my Chaos Res, because there's lots of stuff that does Chaos Res, especially in the league mechanic. It's a pain, but needs to be done. And then lastly, especially if you're running Blue Juice, which most people are, you need to cap reduced or get close to at least 80% crit reduction. So before I was getting it from this watches here, plus this mastery here. And then you can also get it from a corrupted cloak, which is quite expensive, or you can run a curse as an aura. So if you use Enfeeble, which I would recommend for defense, you can run Enfeeble on a blasphemy, and then you can take this curse mastery to take 40% reduce, which will cap you. And I think, yeah, it's super important. Then on top of that, make sure you get shock immune. So most people are doing it with one of these plus a jewel. So I just got a corruption, so I'm 100%. And yeah, it's super fun. What else? You need to trigger your first explode, and I'm doing that with Unearth plus Body Swap. So Unearth makes a corpse on the floor. So I've got it in +1 boots with like basic supports. Makes a corpse that has a lot of health, and you swap into it, kind of pop it, and then that makes a little ignite around you. And then hopefully one of the mobs you hit explodes, and yeah, then you're off, and you can get going. Yeah, but it's just fun, right? Like you can just fly around the map like this. pretty cool. And yeah, running RF is a bit annoying, so prefer just to have the regen. And yeah. But besides that, like I have a little bit of area scaling here. Don't worry, like this cluster is useless. I should probably upgrade it. Like, it's damaged, but like it's kind of meaningless. But this cluster for area is quite good. So you can see this number here, which is the main thing that's doing all our damage. It's the thing that makes our ignite deal damage to things close to us. Is scaled on area as well. 1.5 meters kind of doesn't mean anything, but if you get like an RF gem, you can kind of start to get an idea. So if I just chuck this in, my RF is 2.1 meters. So this means that the fan, like when I'm ignited, the range at which people will get damage from the ignite is smaller than this RF. So it's pretty small. So you kind of want to get as much area as you can just so it feels as good as it can. Yeah. Besides that, the maps I'm running, I'm kind of running like two kinds of maps, I guess. Just like big 90 quant-ish maps without the proj. These are just maps that have mods that I can run. I think there's only a few mods that you can't run on this build. No regen, reduced max res, bit dodgy, and avoid ailments is not doable either. But besides that, I think you can run most things. And with these ones, I just run like Gilded Scarabs. You can run whatever else in the fourth one. Div Unique Abyss. And then I run Beyond Mirror Abyss. And then I like running Alva as well this league. Alva seems to be pretty... I've gotten like a lot of cool loot pops. It seems that although Alva's been nerfed, when the Beyond mobs spawn in Alvas, they seem to have really big quantity modifiers on them. So if you can get lots of Beyond to spawn, you see these huge loot explosions from Alvas, which is just fun, right? And these things are dirt cheap, so you may as well. I will, like, word of warning though, if you were going to run Cemetery, I was finding that, like, Abysses sometimes just didn't spawn if too many League mechanics spawned, so I'm running, like, a Wandering Path Atlas, so I don't really have much control over what can and can't spawn. So when, like, Ritual spawns and stuff like this, your map just sometimes doesn't have Abysses in, even though you're using, like, the Scarab and the Compass, so that's pretty annoying. And then my other version is when you get these kind of maps. So you get the proj maps, I think, bunch of videos. I think when Trua did the first one on it. But you get these maps, you can put like Deli Orbs on these, and I just run Boxes, Abyss, Beyond, with all the winged. So Div, Unique, Ambush, Boxes, and you just run these, and it's kind of like playing the lottery. Like, your maps are good on average, and then every now and again you'll get a good juice map, or you'll hit the right mob and the right conversion, and you'll see all the loot, and it's super fun. So yeah. One thing that is probably useful with this build is if your ignites go off and if you're playing this build, if you start exploding things and the spire spawns and it's a weak spire and you see the health absolutely draining, you can log out or portal out to save the spire. And it will stop, the damage will like stop dealing to the spire, and when you come back you can just like not attack. So what I usually do is I'll just run around, like if the spire's dying I'll just like log out or portal out and then run back, wait for everything to spawn, and then yeah, kill it from there. So that has helped me a fair bit. But yeah, besides that, I don't think there's much else. I'm gonna roll a new build pretty soon. I think that should be good fun and very expensive, but good fun nonetheless. I hope you can play this build or something like that, or just yeah, it's good. It's you just like basically a model running around like a lunatic. So yeah, see you later.